Welcome to Vigilant Online Workshop. This is Navin. I work as a cybersecurity analyst for Vigilant. So the topic under discussion is networking. So what is a network? Network is basically a group of computers or any communicating devices which are connected to each other. In the diagram that is shown to you, a set of computers, a set of communicating devices are simply connected to each other, forming a network. It is basically a group of communicating devices such as a computer, hub, switch, router, etc. If connected together, they form a network. Types of network. Local area network. Local area network is nothing but a group of computers or any communicating device which are in a room or in a floor or in a building or in a campus connected are said to be connected on LAN. WAN, wide area network. Wide area network, a WAN is nothing but a combination of multiple LANs. Internet can also be called as a wide area network. And then we have WLAN. WLAN is a wireless local area network. All the devices in the LAN which we initially used wires for connection, in WLAN we connect them wirelessly. And we also have MAN, which is nothing but a combination of multiple LANs. Local area network. A local area network connects networking devices within a limited geographical area. Like I told you before, we can be in a room, in a floor, in a building or in a campus. Basically, these are the networks that one can find in office buildings or schools or at colleges. And the protocol used is TCP/IP. WAN covers a wide geographic area carrying data over long distances such as from country to country, continent to continent. WANs are basically formed by a combination of different LANs. The connection between different LANs may be permanent or may not be. The transmission speeds are generally slower than LAN. LAN gives the fastest speed. WLAN, like I told you before, it is nothing but a wireless local area network. The connections are done using wireless carriers, radio waves. The backbone of the network is usually cables. Basically, all the devices are connected to an access point, and to connect the access point is nothing but a repeater or an amplifier that just simply amplifies the waves, doubling the maximum possible distance between the nodes. So the connections are done wirelessly and with the help of few cables. Then we have the cables, the LAN cables that we use for connecting LANs. They are of various types. They can be coaxial, they can be twisted, they can be fiber optic. Coaxial, as you can see, consists of multiple layers. The first and the innermost layer is the core, it's called the core. Then we have the cladding, and then the outermost layer, the black one, is your jacket. Now this is often used in a LAN. Then we have the twisted pair. As you can see, the wires are twisted to each other. Now these wires are at the current in these wires, the information in these wires are at a phase shift of 180 degrees. So it is assumed that these wires are pretty much faster, provide pretty much faster speed than the coaxial ones. And the fiber optic cables are the fastest means of communication. This is what we commonly use today, and this is pretty much costlier as well. For similar devices, we use cross cables. As you can see, between two switches, we have used cross cable, and likewise between two for connecting to PCs, we have used cross cable, and in other cases we use a straight cable. What is networking? Networking is basically sharing of information, the flow of information between different devices in a particular company, in a particular geographical area. In our company, we have a set of 100 computers connected to each other, and we are able to communicate with each other. So we are in a network. Internet. Now, internet is the best example of wide area network. Internet is considered to be the biggest wide area network, biggest WAN. Now, internet follows TCP/IP protocol, and there are certain ISPs that provide you this internet connection, internet facility, and there are more than 20 million hosts on the internet, and today internet has become commercialized into a worldwide information highway, providing information on almost every known subject. You just have to search on the internet for a particular topic and you will get hundreds of results. Intranet. Now, intranet is nothing but a computer network that is established within an organization. It is the network that we use within an organization to communicate with each other. The staff inside an organization, to get them connected in a network, we use intranet. It is a computer network that also uses the internet protocol technology to share information, and that's it. It is an organization's internal network, not for public use. Extranet is an example of a network that we use for a dedicated audience. Like suppose Airtel wants its customers to stay connected to each other. So what it will do, it will simply establish a network for all those customers. So the extranet is nothing but a network solely for a dedicated audience. Now, the type of networking devices, let us see the types of networking devices that we are going to use, starting with hub. A hub is a central connecting device in a star topology. Basically, it is just a device that connects multiple computers, and they do nothing but connecting them. Also, sometimes they help in amplifying the signal strength, and in case of a hub, all the devices share the same available bandwidth. So hub has become obsolete these days, and giving rise to switch. Now switch is a smart device, unlike hub. Hub was a dumb device. Now switch, basically it does the same function of a hub but in an advanced manner. Not only it connects them, it allocates different bandwidths to all the devices connected to the switch, and it does its forwarding on the basis of the MAC address. Hub checks the MAC address of an incoming packet, it checks for the source, it checks for the destination address, and it forwards the information accordingly. It works on the data link layer. Router is the smartest of all. Router does nothing but routing your information from one place to another. Its main functions are packet filtering, path selection. It selects a particular path, the most suitable path, the shortest path, and it simply forwards the packets. Router, in simple words, joins multiple networks together. Network interface card. Network interface card is nothing but a circuit board that is plugged into both clients and servers and controls the exchange of data between them. You can find a network interface card in your PC as well. It holds the MAC address. The network interface card holds the MAC address. Now there are certain network topologies, certain patterns on which the networks are connected. Some of them are bus, star, ring. Other network topologies are mesh, wireless. Today, the most commonly used network topology is star. What is a server? Server is nothing but simply a machine which has the capability to accept the requests, process them, and provide services accordingly. And whom will it provide the services? To its clients. So client is nothing but the device, the computer that accesses that requests the server for services. As you can see in the diagram, the client requests the server for a particular service. The server checks its data storage, its database, and it responds accordingly. Now, there are certain types of servers. Disk drives, printers, network traffic, these are all servers. And there are database servers as well that holds the data. Clients, like I told you, clients are the users who use the applications that run on a computer. These applications which are provided by the server. They basically rely on a server for the files, devices, processing power, etc. These are the types of servers: application servers, list servers, application servers that holds the application, web servers that manages all the web-based services, the news servers that holds the news services, chat services that keeps a record of the chat, fax servers or the fax, and mail servers for the mails. Likewise, there are other such servers. DNS is the domain name system. Basically, it is, in simple words, it is nothing but a server that keeps a record of all the websites and its address to which your information has to be forwarded. Now, this is the server room. As you can see, there are a lot of hard disks in this server room, and which is operated by a single computer. Now, this is a very important setup, and that was all about the server. This is the data center that holds all your data. This is the main database. All your data is stored in these servers. This is the mainframe of the computer. You can read the label, memory, the scale connector, the processors. This is an example of IBM Blade server. Now, types of addresses in a computer. There are two types of address: IP address, MAC address. IP address is also known as logical address, and MAC address is the physical address. What is an IP address? It is a unique address assigned to you while communicating, while getting into a network, while participating in a communication, and it is assigned to you by the ISP. There are two types of IP address: IP version 4 and IP version 6. IP version 4 uses a 32-bit IP addressing format, and IP version 6 uses a 128-bit addressing format. Now, based on the octets, these IP addresses are classified into 5 classes: A, B, C, D, and E. As you can see, we only use A, B, and C. D and E are not used by us. 127.0.0.0 is the universal loopback address. D and E classes are used for research purposes. Now, 169.254.0.0 is the APIPA, Automated Private IP Addressing. Now, sometimes when you try to configure the IP address in your PC, you will come across 3 things: IP address, subnet mask, default gateway. IP address, I have told you already. Subnet mask is nothing but it gives you an idea about the number of hosts connected in your network. It gives you an idea about your network. It gives you the idea about the host, number of network bits in your IP address. Now, this is an IP address, and this is the first octet of the IP address, and based on these, all the classes were categorized. The subnet mask, as you can see, is 255.255.255.20, which is nothing but 24. This is the binary version, Now it is 24. So what it says, there are 24 bits on the network side. Default gateway, simply put, it is nothing but exit from a network and entering into another network. To know your IP address, open your command prompt and type in the command ipconfig or ipconfig /all. Difference between IP addresses: IP version 4, IP version 6. IP version 4, 32-bit address. IP version 6, 128-bit address. IP version 4 uses a dot decimal notation, as you can see, 192.168.1.2, and IP version 6 uses a far more complex method, hexadecimal notation. Number of addresses provided by IP version 4 is 4. Addresses provided by IP version 4 are 4.2 billion, and in IP version 6 the number is quite large, 3.4 into 10 raised to 38. So IP version 4 is something that we use currently, and IP version 6 is to be used in future. A port is nothing but a point of interaction for a computer with the outside world. It is a logical number assigned to your computer at the time of communication. There are certain ports, as you can see the examples. Port number 80, the HTTP is one of the most commonly used ports, and we have this port number 21 for file transfer. Likewise, there are many ports. Programming languages are the language that is used for communicating with the computer. And programming loopholes are nothing but the flaws in the programming language. And once these flaws are discovered, they can be exploited. Most of the attacks are nothing but loopholes of some kind. These are the various types of programming languages that we use: C, C++, Perl, Python, etc., etc. And thank you. That was it.